Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about collecting colostrum before baby arrives. So obviously I'm postpartum. You can see my sweet 3-week-old over here. She's currently taking a nap. We'll see how long that lasts for. She's been doing contact naps on me all day, but fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. With her, I started collecting colostrum at 37 weeks pregnant, and so I'm just going to talk about my experience and everything that I used to collect colostrum. I am not a medical professional. This is obviously not medical advice. This is just me sharing my experience on what worked for me, and I think that I had a pretty successful experience, and it was able to support us postpartum before my milk came in, so that we didn't have to supplement with formula, which was exactly why I did it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started because I hate videos that just are so lengthy. So again, I started collecting colostrum at 37 weeks pregnant. And of course, it's recommended that you talk to your physician about it first. What I did was on the weekends, I tried to collect 2 to 3 times a day, and then during the week, I only collected like once a day. If I could go back, I would probably try to do it more throughout the week. But I collected enough to supplement postpartum, so we didn't have to give her any formula. We used all of it, and so this is what I did. So if you're looking to do like bare minimum supplies, I would say that you need these syringes. I just got these on Amazon. Can you see? It's very bright. Got these on Amazon. I got the 50 pack, I believe, and this was actually my second box that I went through. And here's what it looks like. It's just a little 1 milliliter syringe, comes with a little cap on it, and I just stored my colostrum in here. Colostrum, everyone is different. I feel like I was like kind of a medium producer as far as colostrum. I definitely didn't get like a lot, and I definitely didn't get none, so happy with that. Anyway, so if you're looking for like the bare minimum amount of supplies that you need to like try this, you're gonna need these syringes to store the colostrum in, and then I would just say like a little medicine cup to actually collect the colostrum in. So in this video I'm going to be talking about a couple of different things that I did, but bare minimum I would say you need the syringe and you need something to collect. And we just had these little tiny measuring cups, which made it really easy. So for these little measuring cups, I just literally hand expressed, obviously 1 boob at a time, and tried to collect in this little container. I think I would do like 5 to 10 minutes per boob, kind of depending on the situation. Sometimes I would get 1 mil, sometimes I would get 3 mils. I don't think I ever got more than 3 mils per kind of session, but I felt like hand expressing was a really quick and easy way where you don't need like a lot of supplies, a lot of things to kind of prep. You just really need your little cup, and that way you can do it anytime. So again, I did this method, and then I also did experiment with using the Medela manual breast pump, and I had also purchased a flange sizing kit so that you can get the proper flange size for your nipples, because all nipples are not created equal. You use this flange sizing kit to make sure that you get the correct size for your body, and then you can just insert the flange that fits you best into the pump here, and then that way you will get better output and you will be in less pain. So I did use the manual pump I don't know, like maybe half the time. When I first started collecting the colostrum, I was like all gung-ho about it. And so I really wanted to use the manual pump because my TikTok, my whole For You page was like breastfeeding. So I was real excited to try the pump. Anyway, so I did use this about half the time. This right here is just to kind of get everything stimulated. I still got output from that. And then this right here, this lever, is to really like pull the milk out of the breast. I would say using this and just hand expressing is about the same output for me, or was about the same output for me. The only difference is that I feel like this, using a pump, kind of helped prepare my nipples for breastfeeding and for like how often I was gonna have to be like pumping and that kind of thing. Because I'm 3 weeks postpartum now, I am breastfeeding and pumping, and I feel like it was an easier transition into breastfeeding, but also like for my nipples, they weren't quite as sore as they probably could have been. So I feel like this kind of helped get my body prepared for that. But anyway, so really just a few things. If you're wanting to collect colostrum prior to delivery, once I collected the colostrum in the cup or in the pump, literally just took this tiny little syringe, sucked it up, and then put it in the freezer in a Ziploc baggie. And then I did, because I collected for 3 weeks, not that it really mattered, I did label the Ziploc baggies, the date that I collected, or the date range that I collected. And then when she was born, we had a 24-hour discharge at the hospital. And when we got home, my milk had not come in yet, which is pretty normal. Typically your milk doesn't come in till day 4 or day 5 postpartum. And so there are a few days where you just got colostrum and your milk really hasn't come in yet. And we didn't want to have to supplement with formula if we didn't have to. So I had collected about 70 syringes, 70 mils or so, for her. And I think day 2 and day 3, we used almost all of them. Actually, I think we used all of them in day 2 and day 3. I don't think we used any on day 1 because we were still in the hospital. I didn't bring them to the hospital because my hospital did not have freezer storage. But anyway, so day 2 and day 3, we used all 70 mils that I had collected. And so if I could go back, I would try to collect more, but everything honestly worked out just fine for us. We didn't have to supplement. But anyway, you can just freeze these, and then we ran them under warm water to thaw them out. And when she was 2 days old, 3 days old, I thawed them in 5 milliliter increments, just because their tummy is so small at the beginning. We didn't want any of it to go to waste, so we thawed it in 5 milliliter increments to supplement what she was getting from my breast. Anyway, so that's kind of a short video, but I really just wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about my experience collecting colostrum. I think everyone's different, obviously. It doesn't have to be complicated. Like I said, I feel like it helped prepare my body and prepare me mentally for the mental and physical toll that breastfeeding and pumping can take on a new mom. And so it kind of helped me transition a little bit better into breastfeeding and pumping. Again, 3 weeks postpartum. She has never had formula, which I'm very proud to say. My first was combo fed for about 2 months, and then he was exclusively formula fed. So I know we're only 3 weeks in, but this collecting colostrum like really set me on to a good path, I feel like, for breastfeeding. So anyway, just to recap, gonna need a medicine cup or some small container to collect in. Would highly recommend getting these 1 ml syringes off of Amazon. I do have them linked on my Amazon